What's up, y'all? It's been a minute. Uh, Today, I just want to talk about the movie, one of my favorite comic book movies, Man of Steel. So, Man of Steel, if you don't know, I'm pretty sure you should know if you clicked on this video. Man of Steel is a DC comic book character, superhero that comes from Krypton. Um, and he gets sent to Earth in this movie in particular. I'm not sure about the comic book background, but in this movie in particular, he gets sent to Earth because of his planet is dying, and his parents wants to save him and the lineage that he carries for their species. So we get to Earth. We see Clark Kent is his secret identity. So we see Clark Kent first before we see Superman. And this is why I love this movie so much. So Clark Kent, he we start the movie with older Clark Kent, and he's trying to figure out who he is. And I feel like I can relate to that because that's like my journey, you know. And I think that's everybody's journey, trying to figure out who they are and how they fit in this world and what their purpose is. I love this movie. I love this movie. Henry Cavill did a great job. Just the whole story of this iconic superhero is made to a level that the audience can digest and the audience can relate to. And this review doesn't go in any particular order, but one of the lines in the movie that Clark Kent's dad says to him, Clark Kent, Clark Kent at this point, he just figured out that he comes from a different planet, right? So Clark Kent's dad was like, well, stepdad, he was like, "You're not from this world, Clark. You you are the answer to are we alone in the universe?" I'm such a nerd. But Clark says, "I don't want to be." And then his dad was like, "I don't blame you," and then then this one line he said, "You are my son." That was just that was just so good. That was so good. And then his journey of getting his suit, his Superman suit, was just beautiful. The whole story that they came up with and how they introduced Zod, who was the evil villain that comes to Earth with the intentions of finding Kal-El, which is Clark Kent. Kal-El is his Krypton name, and Superman is his identity. So he comes to Earth to figure out where the Codex is to figure out, can he revive his nation, his people. But then he figured out that in a nutshell that he can't do it. So he finds Earth, tries to destroy Earth, but Superman steps up to the plate and finally revealed who he is to the world, and being comfortable with that. This movie is like one of my favorite movies. It's like a comfort movie I throw on, and every time I watch it, I always get something new from it. It's something that it's just a movie that just puts me in the good feels, and to relate it to therapy, and this is what we do on this channel for fun. I love movies and I love therapy. So to relate this movie to therapy, it's like going on your journey, trying to figure out who you are, helping those in need. And sometimes sometimes you're the villain. Sometimes Clark Kent was the villain when he was traveling to different locations. Um, but for the most part, he stood up for people. Trying to figure out where you fit in this world. And I think that's how the correlation is between this movie, Man of Steel, and therapy. Trying to figure out who you are. and never giving up until you do, because you owe that to yourself. Look at me. Nah. But the movie title, Man of Steel. So he's a man first before he becomes Steel, which is Superman. All right, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed this review. I know I haven't been on here in a while. I look forward to doing more movie reviews. My lips are, but yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a great day.